Lori Vallow trial. Opening statements beginning today. Lori Vallow, who's accused of killing her 2 kids and also conspiring to kill her husband's previous wife, she's now in court. This trial is now underway. I want to go out live to Fox 10's Justin Lum, who has been covering all of this so extensively from the very beginning. Justin, what did we learn from court today in opening statements?
And first off, Lexie, this was a big day. The first time I have seen Lori face-to-face in a courtroom. And she sat on the left side of the courtroom with her defense, facing the judge at about a 90-degree angle. I was on the other side, right behind the sketch artist. So I got a good look at her. For those who care, she was wearing a black blazer over a white blouse. She had her makeup done and her glasses on. And for the first time in a long time, she has gone face-to-face with her ex-relative, her former sister-in-law, Kay Woodcock. And we'll get to that later. But first off, these opening statements, Fremont County prosecuting attorney Lindsay Blake provided a roadmap to the jury. She said that Lori was motivated by money, power, and sex and would remove any obstacle in her way to get what she wanted. And she wanted Chad Daybell. He is her alleged co-conspirator and husband. The couple met in October of 2018 at a conference for doomsday preppers, but at the time, as we know, they were both married. We fast forward to June of 2020, and we know Vallow's children, J.J. Vallow and Tylee Ryan, were found in Daybell's backyard after missing for several months. But here's what we learned today, some new developments within these opening statements. Prosecutors say Tylee's DNA was recovered from a pickaxe in Daybell's shed, and the prosecution now confirms that Tammy Daybell, Chad's first wife, died of asphyxiation by the hands of someone else. The defense came to the podium and they claim Vallow has alibis for these murders. She was in her apartment when the kids were allegedly killed in the apartment of her late brother, Alex Cox. And according to the defense, Lori was in Hawaii with her niece and friend when Tammy Daybell died. And we want to warn you about some of these graphic details. Here's more of the opening statements between prosecution and defense.
When Tylee was found, as we talked about, all that was found was charred remains. Tylee's hands are gone. When JJ was found, his hands were bound and duct taped in front of his body. When Tammy was found, those hands, she was described as a computer whiz, never going to do anything on a computer again. And the defendant and Chad Daybell getting married on a beach in Hawaii, starting their life together.
The evidence will show that once Lori and her friends met Chad Daybell, an author on religious subjects, her beliefs began to morph and to change.
And those were just some of the snippets from the opening statements for most of the afternoon. We heard from 2 key witnesses, former relatives of Lori Vallow, including J.J. Vallow's grandmother, Kay Woodcock, and Brandon Boudreau, who is the ex-husband of Lori Vallow's niece. Gilbert police say he was shot at by that same brother, the late brother of Lori Vallow, Alex Cox. So really a big day today, a lot of testimony, really setting the foundation for what we're going to hear soon.
Yeah, and Justin, I want to go back to what you said at the very beginning, that this was the first time that you saw Lori Vallow face to face. Again, can you just describe what that moment was like? And also, did she show any emotion at all today?
Yeah, for me, it was very surreal covering her for about almost 4 years now. And the first time I've gotten to see her physically in person from about 30 to 40 feet away. She was serious most of the time. She speaks to her defense attorneys a lot. She had one smile at a specific moment when Brandon Boudreau was testifying and talked about how JJ loved playing with his kids and that he loved traveling and had suitcases everywhere. And at that moment, she looked at her attorney to the right and flashed a big smile. But for most of the time, she watched intently. She watched Kay Woodcock on the stand. She watched the prosecution and defense conduct this questioning. She was pretty engaged. She looked at people in the gallery, including us, from time to time, and gave us a little bit of a stare as we came in after our break. But yeah, definitely a surreal moment to see her in person in the courtroom.
And Justin, we've been following all of your live tweeting throughout this. Obviously, no cameras allowed. And of course, you also had to watch jury selection over Zoom. How difficult has this trial been to cover, not only from that perspective, but also from an emotional standpoint, because you're a dad, too?
And I'll tell you what, definitely as far as coverage, this is probably the most challenging one of the most challenging trials you'll see because the cameras are banned, and the public really depends on us as the press inside of there, live tweeting, updating our web articles, and really it's a big deal because we are the eyes and ears inside the courtroom. And as a dad, it's definitely tough seeing such graphic evidence. That was a lot to absorb today.
All right, Fox 10's Justin Lum with that live update. Justin, thanks so much. We'll continue to follow up with you every day throughout this trial. Okay, and after this all happened in court today, I want to bring you some of these other remarks here from the day in court opening statements beginning today. Play out this video from both Justin as well as Nate Eden with East Idaho News speaking with Lori Vallow's attorneys as they left the courtroom. Let's play out some of those comments and questions here now.
All right, thoughts on the testimony?
How'd it go, Jim?
Never know, do you?
You think Lori's going to take the stand?
I don't know. We always make that decision at the end.
All right. Anything you want to say to people in East Idaho watching the trial?
I hope they have better things to do than watch this trial.
How does Lori feel about all this?
Is she relieved that the death penalty is off the table?
Yes, that's a major relief that the death penalty's gone.
Less burden on you guys, right?
Yes. That's a big deal for a defense lawyer to get rid of the death penalty.
Has the state offered you guys any deal?
Well, we talked a lot about agreements, but we weren't able to reach one.
How long do you think the trial's going to last, Jim?
Well, at least another month.
Another month?
Yeah.
Is it going too fast, too slow?
I'm sorry?
Is justice going too fast, too slow on this case?
Well, yeah.
Has she any comments about seeing Kay for the first time in a while?
No, I don't know her personally, but she's a nice lady. Yep, no problem at all.
What do you have for lunch every day? That's what we want to know. Winco.
Well, we're not going to do lunch over a Winco tomorrow, so I don't get attacked by you guys.
What does Lori have for lunch? Is Lori lunch here as well? Or?
Probably.
Yeah?
Yeah. Probably have a bologna sandwich downstairs.
Winco's better than that. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
She seems to lean to you a lot or look over to you at a lot of things. You guys go over notes. You guys have built some trust, some rapport, obviously, over this several months.
I hope so. I hope she trusts me.
You guys objected today about the October 2nd shooting incident being admitted to the court. What's your thoughts on it?
Okay, so you saw in that video there that Justin and Nate were both able to get some questions in with Lori Vallow's defense team. Justin saying that this is among the chattiest that the defense really has been so far throughout this process. And of course, Justin live tweeting on his Twitter page, doing a great job of being the eyes and ears inside the courtroom because no cameras are allowed inside. We'll, of course, continue to keep checking in with Justin and bring you those updates in this very highly anticipated trial for Lori Vallow.